Hey there, this is Boa, the co-founder and head of product at Dollie, and thank you for signing up and becoming a partner. You must be super excited to get started building your Dollie-powered services, but I advise you to take 15 minutes and watch this video, because once you're done watching the video, you'll see exactly how you can set up your first site, how you can set up your services to start selling those sites, and also how to get familiar with most of the moving parts in your Dollie installation, from setting up WooCommerce, from setting up your first products, and also deploying your first blueprint, which means a pre-made site that you can then sell directly to your clients or customers. So the best thing about Dollie is that it's powered by WordPress, so you can install any plugin and extend Dollie to work for your business. This means setting up additional payment gateways, maybe adding an affiliate system, or adding other things for your customers and clients that would really help them with dealing with your business. So build a dashboard, sell your products, and we take care of the hosting and deployment of all of your sites. Now stick around, see how I'm going through the initial setup, and have fun with Dollie. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. The first thing we have to do is deploying your first site blueprint. Now, what are site blueprints? Site blueprints are basically the money maker for your business. They allow you to create a WordPress installation with any plugin, any theme, any settings. So you can install premium plugins that you've made yourself, or premium plugins that you have licenses for. You can install any theme you'd like. And you can basically set up these installations any way you like. So imagine you have an agency or a websites as a service business, and you would like to sell pre-made websites, for example, for different audiences. So you want to have a website for a plumber, you have a website for a hairdresser, and a website for a restaurant. You can make these websites and then deploy them as blueprints. So this sounds complicated, but trust me, it's not. So let's start out with, we are fake ink. So let's say we start with making a blueprint for our plumber business. Now you can still see the dollie.io domain is used because that's yours, because you're still in staging. Now, once you go live, this installation that you see here will not be fakeink.dollie.io, but it will be fakeink.com, my business website. So don't worry, everything you see can be white labeled, from your logo to the domains to the sites that are deployed. So this could be plumberbusiness.fakeink.com. So don't worry about those things. It's completely white labelable. But let's launch our first blueprint. So it looks a bit weird because we've just launched our site by signing up for Dollie, but now we are in our own Dollie environment, meaning that we now can modify this installation and set it up according to our wishes. But let's start with the blueprints first, and then we'll look into customizing the dashboard that you see here, uploading our logo, changing some of the settings. That stuff will come later in this video. For now, step one. Launching our blueprint. Now, this can be customized by you as well. So in the Dollie settings, you can actually change the wording here. So you can say something about your business, you can say something about the level of support you provide, or basically upsell them services already. You know, like you can say, oh, you need more support, or you want us to manage your plugins and themes, just sign up for us. So you can see your first site was deployed successfully. So now we're going to set up our first site, and we're going to call this our plumber blueprint. This is a pre-made design for plumbers. Now, as you can see, this will be mostly used or entirely used internally. So that means it's used by you and your team to start making these pre-made websites that you're going to sell later on. So the setup is the one-time setup where you set up the admin account and you set up the login details. But even those you don't have to remember in the beginning, because what's going to happen now is you can see the plumber blueprint is set up. This is the site management dashboard. This is almost the same for you, but also for your clients. So we'll get to that point in a little bit. So now we actually log into our new install, and as you can see, it's a completely vanilla WordPress install. So there's nothing special about it. So there is one theme activated. There's no plugins except our caching solution. And that's it. So let's make our blueprint. So what we're going to do here is use the Astra Sites plugin, just because it's very quick, and I can show you real quick how this would work for you. So we install Astra Sites, we install the Astra theme that we need, and that will take a second. Here we go. We see the sites library. We're going to use Elementor for design. We're going to pick a free one. Let's see if there's a plumber. Oh, there is. So great. We're going to import the plumber design. So once again, this is just an example. If you want to use Divi, or if you want to use Beaver Builder, or if you want to use your own page builder, or you don't want to use your page builder at all, anything goes. Any WordPress plugin or theme that you've ever seen works inside your own Dollie powered infrastructure. So the sky's the limit here. You know, no matter the niche you want to serve, the only thing that you have to keep in mind is that you want to make these sites ready to go. So you want to make it as easy as possible for your customers after they've signed up to get started with their new site. Now, let's wait until Astra imports all of the content. Seems like it's quite heavy on the images. And then once this is done, we'll go into our Dollie installation. Oh, that's the wrong one. We can close this. We go into our Dollie installation, and we continue setting up our blueprint. So I'm a bit regretful for having chosen such a heavy design. So, you know, I could speed up the video, but, you know, whilst we're waiting, we can basically do something else. Let's just go look at our white label settings real quick, because we're waiting. So let's say, you know, obviously we're called, oh, we have to update. Here we go. Obviously we're called Fake Ink. So we could upload our Fake Ink logo. Sadly, I don't have that, but what we could do is change the sidebar, because we are go for a more dark sidebar. And actually our blog is located at another site. Let's use Kinsta, because that will show off how this would work. And we can also set the access control. But let's go back. Here we go. We're pretty much done. Let's save these settings real quick. So we do some white labeling real quick and view our website. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that looks pretty decent. It's a plumbing service. All right, about us, services. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so we got that set up. Looks great. Now we go back to our dashboard, or we can look at our containers, and you can already see Plumber Business. So that's the site that we've just launched. Here it is. And what we're going to do now is go to Blueprints, and we're going to make this a blueprint. So yes, deploy blueprint. So the idea is that the blueprint can now be listed and sold on your website. So you make it a blueprint. It's not a private blueprint, which means that all of our customers that are interested in purchasing this pre-made site design will be able to see it. If you set this to private, only you, the admin, can see it. And we call this plumber design. If you have plumber, yeah, I think it's plumber. I don't know. Let's just do it like this. This is the design to choose. Not the best sales copy, but you'll get it. Now, this is where the fun stuff starts. So you've set up your WooCommerce products, your WooCommerce subscriptions. And all these subscriptions, they have pricing labels. So let's actually take a quick look, go into our dashboard, go to WooCommerce. Oh, sorry. No. We go to products. Sorry. We go to products. You look at starter. And we can see our starter plan allows you to deploy one site. And it gives you 5 gigabytes of space and will cost you $20 every month. And it never expires. So this is an example setup where you sell one site per month for 20. I think 20 is too cheap, so let's go for 30 bucks. It's a good design, you know. You also get support and everything. So we update it, and then if we go to our blueprint and we choose the starter theme, then this is directly linked. So your WooCommerce product is directly linked to this blueprint, and this is interesting because in the next step you'll see how this will play out once you start selling your blueprints on your live site. So we're going to use a screenshot of the website that updates automatically because it's a bit nicer. So now we're ready. We've set up our blueprint. So the plumber site is ready to be sold. You can see here by the icon that it's a blueprint. And yeah, so now what happens? Well, basically you're ready to sell this. So if we now go back to our homepage and we visit your website as a potential interested customer, then at this point you might have already updated your sales copy and you have updated this stuff. And actually, as you can see here, we have made these blueprints available, and you can output all your blueprints very easily by using a shortcode inside the page builder. Now this is all in our documentation, but as you can see, there's several ways you can display these designs. But I'm a customer and I'm interested because I have a plumber company, and there's a beautiful preview script that is also set up for you where your potential customers can look how the website looks on mobile. And if they're ready, they can say, okay, I'm actually ready to buy this beautiful design from Fake Ink, which is us. Now, this is all done through WooCommerce. So if you're familiar with WooCommerce, let's change this to Netherlands because I'm Dutch, as you could probably hear by my accent. And basically, you can customize this checkout if you would like to change it by installing any WooCommerce extensions. If you're a developer or designer, feel free to add your own CSS or basically anything that you're familiar with. If you have your own custom checkout flows or you use plugins to enhance the checkout experience, they are completely compatible with Dollie. So the sky is quite literally the limit. We pay 30 bucks a month for the starter theme. This is a testing install, so let's do a checkout. The new customer will, oh, what did we forget? Oh, we have to give ourselves an account. That makes sense. All right, so that's it. We now are ready to start our subscription. And as you can see, the checkout is now completed and your new customer is immediately ready to go. So you can see, let's launch your new site. In just a few seconds, we'll launch a new WordPress site based on our plumber design blueprint. And that's the one we chose during checkout. And they also have information about the first payment being successful. And now immediately they can say, okay, I am plumber client plumber. Let's just keep it simple. So this is your client's new site. This will be your own domain. They press launch site And now you can see the benefits of having this splash screen, because whilst the site is deployed and your pre-made website is deployed to your infrastructure, to the Dollie infrastructure, they are informed about your services and they signed up for your services, I would say, a minute ago, and now they're already ready to start building their website. So, as I said before, it takes about 30 seconds, 40 seconds to launch a new website. And basically what we have to do now is wait until it's complete. And once it's complete, they are now part of your customer base. You can connect your customers to MailChimp. You can add them to your mailing list or do anything else that you would like to do. All the data of your customers stays inside your install, meaning that there is no data sent to us since we're an invisible partner. The only thing we take care of is deploying the actual website behind the scenes, and all the customer data and all of the value of that customer remains in your environment. So this is completely different than traditional hosting or affiliate deals, and also one of the unique features of what makes Dollie so powerful for your business, because set your own pricing, control your own data, run everything inside your WordPress installation, and your customers and clients have no idea that there is anything going on behind the scenes, and for them it's just one integrated platform with unified billing. So as a new customer, the final thing I have to do is give my site a name and set up an admin email and set up an admin password. And that's it. And now they are ready. So as you can see, what has happened now is that I'm a new customer. I can see my subscription. So I can see that I have a $30 a month subscription that is active, and can see the payment methods that I use, my billing address, my order history, and of course all of the things that you've built for me. So you as a partner can basically set up a knowledge base. So this is an example knowledge base, but let's say you have a lot of support questions. You can build your knowledge base, you can set up your support channels, you can have updates about new features on the platform, but most importantly, your client can now visit your dashboard, and if they now go back to the landing page, which is where they normally end up if they just log in, you can also customize that. So you can see their plan is starter, they can launch no more sites, and yeah, basically you can even show your latest news. So if you have a blog, you can kind of interact with them here. They see their subscriptions, and yeah, let's go to their site management dashboard, where you'll see that it's all deployed. So if they go to their site, you can see, hey, now they have deployed your beautiful pre-made design. They can log in, and it's just any WordPress install with your plugins set up. Of course, there's ways to shut this down. So maybe you don't want to give them access to everything. Then you can install a plugin with your blueprint and customize the entire experience, work on the branding, add your own white label inside the WordPress installation. Just think about all the possibilities that you have with Dollie. And yeah, going back to what the customer can do, let's say you want to give them access to the developer tools so they could use the code editor that is also provided with Dollie. You can do that, or you give them access to the database manager, or even WP CLI, where they could say WP plugin install BuddyPress. So if they're very geeky, they could use this to quickly install plugins. Of course, they can make backups. So backups are created automatically. You can see there's already a backup being made. As soon as they launch the site, they can create new ones. They can update their plugins. So if there's any new plugins available, they can instantly update them. So actually you give them all these management tools. Of course, if you have a team or an agency and you want to do this for them, let's take a look how that works. So we go out of our thing, we go back to the Dollie settings, go to settings, and we can say, okay, actually we don't want our customers to use any developer tools. So we can just say no developer tools. And then once they visit the dashboard, okay, that's the wrong button. Once they visit the dashboard, you'll see that they won't be able to access the developer tools because they are simply hidden. And that helps you clean up or hide specific functionality that you don't want them to access. So that's a very, very basic overview of all the core features. One thing that I haven't even showed you yet is, of course, the Elementor editor that you can use to quickly edit your sales pages and build your marketing copy. This is completely replaceable, so if you'd rather use Beaver Builder or any other plugin, go ahead. But this is what we use by default because it allows you to get started very quickly. And then, once you're all comfortable, you've tested out the plugin, you've tested out Dollie, the suite, the features, you figured out your business model, you've set up your products, you have done everything that basically you think you need to do before you go live. There is actually an option to go live where you tell us a little bit more about your business, about the size of the business, the business model that you plan to use for Dollie, your social media reach, your amount of websites, and your technical experience. And we have a team available that will help you onboard, that will go through everything you need to know before you go live, help you verify your installation, do some tests, and then once you're ready to go live and start selling with Dollie, you're basically ready to go, and we'll help you with everything from domain setup to onboarding your first customers to making sure that you are able to offer completely white label, beautiful services to your clients and customers all through your WordPress install with Dollie as the invisible partner. Thanks for watching this video. It was a long one, but I hope that once you've seen the entire video, you're ready to get started. You have a better understanding of how Dollie works. And of course, we are available via our Slack community. We are available via email by emailing support@getdollie.com. And of course, we also have our FAQ. So that's here. And we have a lot of articles written for you with explanations about using the platform. And please feel free to reach out to us anytime with any of your questions. And thank you for watching.